welcome to another edition of Ruel Media's Dance Showcase, where it is all about dance. I'm your host, Crystal Williams, and tonight I'm here at Salsa Sanctuary Nightclub to take part in Dancer's Paradise. We'll also be covering choreographer and artistic director Neil Schwartz in New York City. On top of that, we'll be showcasing Chapman of the New York DanceTheatre Ensemble. But first, while I go in and take this intermediate dance salsa class for Dancer's Paradise, we'll take you to Norfolk State University for our coverage of the Urban Control Entertainment.
You're watching Ruel Media Dance Showcase, where it's really all about the dance. I'm Cybill Murray, your host for today. We're at Norfolk State University in Norfolk, Virginia, and we're covering Urban Control Entertainment. Hello, everyone. We're back with the founder of Urban Control Entertainment, Sean Thompson. How are you doing today, Sean?
I'm doing pretty good.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for joining us today. What I wanted to do is just to get an idea of what Urban Control Entertainment is. Tell me what it is.
Okay. Well, we do a lot. All our talents, they really vary. We do music, poetry, acting, and dance. And with it, everything that we do is to push out positive messages.
Awesome. Excellent. So tell me a little bit about how the group came together since you're the founder.
Okay, it started with about 5 people, and they all specialize in different aspects of talent. So us working together, we said we got to push it. So now we have a head for dance, a head for acting, a head for music and poetry. And then we just merge, and we have separate practices, and then we just collab productions together.
Okay. Now, I hear that you have several different types of dance that you guys do. Tell us a little bit about the styles of dance that you're doing.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy. Like, it's so many styles. We do everything from stage to street. And, with street, you have your break dance, you have your crump, you have bone.
Yeah, I can do a little some of that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You already know. And also, with the stage, we have things like modern dance, ballet, jazz, African dance. We got it all.
Okay. And what type of productions do you guys actually put together?
Every production we do is either going to be really live or hype, or it's going to be positive. Everything is positive. Some of the things I can name, we just had the breast cancer awareness showcase, and it was crazy. And soon we have the Love vs. Lust 3 coming up and the Black Culture event.
Okay, what are those about?
Love vs. Lust 3 is about, it's going to be like a skit or a play, but it's going to show different styles, different variations, and it's talking about safe sex and HIV awareness.
Oh, yeah, and we definitely need that in our community. Oh, yeah. We definitely need it. So what else that you have that's coming up? What else interesting do you have coming up on the horizon?
Also, the Black Culture event, we're talking about, it's basically I Am Black History. And we're going all the way through Africa to ragtime, to Black Power, to the 90s, to the 2000s and up. And we just going to hit all the importance of our Black culture, right. And also soon we're going to be sending a couple of dancers, performers, period, to Los Angeles. Because we know a couple of agents in Los Angeles, and we're gonna start working on some big productions. Just getting our name out there. Just keep networking and working.
Okay, so what I hear you saying is by essentially being a part of Urban Control Entertainment, you could gateway into something bigger and better is what you're saying.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay. Now, tell me a little bit about what's going on in the Norfolk dance scene. What are your opinions about what the opportunities are, kind of, the people who are doing different things or similar things to you?
I mean, all together it's just fun. I love collabing with different groups. We got a lot of amazing talent on campus. And, for one, I could say Hot Ice. We performed halftime with Hot Ice, and I tell you, it was amazing. Backflips. We did this move called the Rocket. One guy standing on my shoulders hit a double backflip off, and then we going into it. We moving.
So y'all are doing it.
Yeah, it's fun. We love it. It's crazy. Like, I love to entertain, and we got people in the group that love to just take it to the next level.
So if someone is interested in seeing you perform, when's the very next time that we can see you perform?
Okay. Actually, tonight we're doing a step show for NSU step show tonight. we're going to be opening the show up.
Awesome. That's a lot of exposure.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for it?
It's going to be nice. It's going to be fun.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate it, Sean. Thank you for talking to me. And we just want to give you guys a glimpse of what Urban Control Entertainment is doing. Check this out.
Can you take us out the Papa Does? And no one hit about San Antonio. The last time I went through, I took a rebound.
8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1. Go.
We're back here with Salsa Sheila with Dancer's Paradise. I just took the class and it was fantastic. Not only was it detailed, you got technique, you got rhythm, you got a little bit of background about the dance of salsa. So it was fantastic, and I recommend it for anyone who's looking for a salsa class here in Atlanta. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. It was fun to have you in class.
That's great. So I wanted to ask you about your background in dance. Can you tell us a little bit of how you got started?
Sure. I actually was brought up in an East Indian family. So I brought up with classical Indian dance, and then about 15 plus years ago, someone took me to a Latin club, and I heard salsa and merengue and bachata for the first time. I danced all night, and I loved the music and decided I'm going to take some lessons. And I actually started here at the Sanctuary when it was in an old location. Yes.
So how did that morph into Dancer's Paradise? What does that mean for you, and how did it come about?
So Dancer's Paradise came about because I wanted a night that all of the dance schools to come and participate in one location. They could social dance, they could have their students perform, their proteins perform, and so that all of the patrons of the club and the non-dancers would know where they can take classes. Yeah, so that was a good exposure for the salsa community. Yeah.
Wonderful. That's really great to have that community effort behind giving someone something really awesome.
And it's dedicated to the dancers in Atlanta.
So speaking of Dancer's Paradise, where do you teach classes? Do you teach classes in other locations? Where can we find you?
Right now I teach at the Sanctuary on Fridays. And then depending upon whether it's summer or fall, I'll be in different studios. And that's usually on my Sheila Salsa website, where I'm going to be teaching, yes.
Excellent. Okay, Sheila Salsa website. You heard it here. Tell us about some of the events that you have coming up with the Sanctuary nightclub or with some of the things that we have going on, as we have this beautiful poster here.
Okay, so with the Sanctuary, besides Dancer's Paradise, I'm very excited because we started on the first Fridays a Cuban night. And we have Cuban-style salsa, we have Cuban-style dance classes. It's super high energy, and it's a completely different crowd. And I'm just amazed with the success of Cuban night. So we have Dancer's Paradise, we have Cuban night. Of course, the holidays are coming, so we have a holiday party. We're going to have a Thanksgiving give back to the community. All of that is on the Sanctuary website. But what I'm really excited about is in December, I'm working with the president and CEO of the World Salsa Championships. It is an invitation-only competition, so you have to be invited. I haven't been invited, but I'm getting there. So, no, my next lifetime. So these are the professionals throughout the whole world, and Noel Rourke is the CEO and president. He goes around the entire world, watches these couples, picks the top couples, invites them. They are all coming here in December. We're having a kickoff party here at the Sanctuary the first weekend of December, and then December 9th and 10th, we are having the championships here in Atlanta. Atlanta was a chosen city. It's kind of like the Olympics, so this was a chosen city, and they do it every 2 years. So I'm really excited to be working with that organization.
Yes, that sounds wonderful. And if you happen to get a second invite after your invite, you know where to give it. That's excellent. Okay, so you said a little bit about your website. Please tell our audience your website as well as the Sanctuary website so we can follow all updates that are happening, okay?
Oh, absolutely. My website is sheilassalsa.com. And I have my classes and events posted there. And the Sanctuary website is sanctuarynightclub.com. And we both have Facebook pages as well.
Well, thank you so much, Salsa Sheila. I'm ready to get upstairs to salsa.
Upstairs.
Take care. We'll catch you guys. Now check out our coverage of Crystal Chapman of the New York Dance Theatre Ensemble.
Hey, welcome to the Markwood Media Dance Showcase, where it's all about the dance. I'm your host, Asia Diamond, and today we are with Crystal Chapman at Ripley Grier Studios. She's an artistic director of the New York Dance Theatre Ensemble.
Crystal Chapman. I'm a dancer, actor, singer. I started out as a dancer primarily. I still perform. I teach. I choreograph. And that's really my life. I teach tap and theater dance, which is theater jazz. The style of tap I teach is also a Broadway style tap.
Okay, and how long have you been studying jazz and tap and teaching jazz and tap actually?
I started taking classes when I was very little. And then I was a student teacher in my teen years, and after I moved to New York, I became the assistant of my tap teacher, and as she retired and moved on, I took over those classes, so it's been a really long time.
Okay, and do you currently have a company?
I do, the New York Theater Dance Ensemble.
Okay, and how long have you been established?
5 years.
Okay, congratulations on that. Do you currently have any projects coming up with your company?
With the company, not currently. We'll probably be doing something in the spring. We usually do jazz choreography enterprises here in New York, and also the choreographer's canvas here in New York.
Okay, are you currently working on any projects?
I am. I am choreographing a Christmas show in Richmond, Virginia. In fact, I go down this weekend and take my assistant Lisa, and it's a show that has about 200 people in it, so it's a big endeavor.
It sounds like with 200 people, I wouldn't even be able to do it. Okay, so we talked about your company, we talked about current projects, we talked about any past projects that you want to talk about that you worked on?
My company performed, or I should say was in a film, a documentary film called With No Regrets, A Dancing Man's Journey, about Tony Stevens, who was a wonderful director, choreographer. And the company did a 1966 class recreation in that. I wrote the film and did the musical direction on it also.
So you're currently teaching, and where do you currently teach at?
I teach at Broadway Dance Center here in New York.
Okay.
I teach Tuesdays and Thursdays, dance beginner theater tap from 1:30 till 3.
Okay. And if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, how do they get in contact with you?
You can go to our website, which is the New York Theater Dance Ensemble.com, very long, and there's a contact us form there.
And now let's take a look at the behind the scenes of Crystal Chapman's rehearsal. We are here at Broadway Dance Center with Neil Schwartz. He's a teacher, choreographer, and artistic director. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am good. So we are at Broadway Dance Center, y'all. Yes, we are still in New York. We have not went home yet. So tell our viewers about your dance background.
Well, I started when I was, I'd say about 7 years old, and I was a competition kid, you know. But I did, ballet, and I did jazz, and I did tap, even though my tap teacher told me I wouldn't dance professionally. Surprise! And then I kind of stopped for a while, and then I'd say when I was about 21, when I was in college, I picked it back up, and I realized that this is what I wanted to do. I had like a near fatal experience that kind of just got me to realize this is what I want to do with my life. So yeah. I mean, I've been in dance companies. I was scholarship for a big company called Culture Shock. And then I was on a company called Dynamic, and then from there I came here and I did it's called the ProSem program now, but I did the program, and then from there just things kind of took off, and this is what I wanted to do.
And to the tap teacher that said he wasn't going to be professional, he is now a choreographer, he is a teacher, and he is an artistic director. So you was all wrong, boo. All wrong. Okay, so you currently teach at Broadway on Dance Center. Yes. What do you teach?
I teach street jazz.
Okay, and what do you consider street jazz? Because, we have jazz, and we have some people be like jazz, hip-hop, and then you have street jazz. So let our viewers know what street jazz is.
For me, I feel like it's like the commercial side of dancing. So like, I feel like it's influenced by hip hop. It's not hip hop, but I feel like it's very influenced by it. I feel like it's a commercial form of jazz, and with influence by different elements of hip hop, of the root and the fundamentals of hip hop. Yeah, but again, not hip hop.
And when I was watching his class, and the first thing I told him, I was like, I can see this choreography behind an artist. So I feel like street jazz is more for like stage dancing, hip hop is too, but
right.
Street jazz gives you, like you said, that commercial, and you can use the routine in anything.
Yes, exactly.
So Kevin teaches at Broadway Dance Center. Mm-hmm. So what are you currently doing now besides teaching?
Besides teaching, I had an agent, and I've been working in the industry, starting to get my feet wet in the industry. I've been choreographing some videos. I just choreographed a video with two of my friends, Jared Jenkins, who's a teacher here, and Candace Brown, who's originally from LA, but she moved here. We just did Winter Gordon's new video, and I got to work with an up-and-coming artist. Her name is Bosco, and another one, his name is Rome Fortune, and Kate Trinata. So it's been fun. I'm now getting to do some different things, besides teaching. I feel very blessed because I get to travel the world and teach, and I love just different cultures. I love learning about different cultures, and coming from a very diverse background, I feel that I really embrace everything. So for me, getting to travel and teach, besides just doing industry stuff, or if I did teaching, the fact that I get to really get into the cultures, I think for me is one of the coolest aspects of what I do.
So say you travel the world, is there one place that you haven't been that you would love to go teach at? Yes, tell me.
I want to go to Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to go to Japan.
It's been a dream of mine since I was like, I gotta say at least 6 or 7. I'm very inspired by the Japanese culture and by the Japanese dancers. They just blow me away. They're so dedicated and determined, and they respect the culture, and they're just very, they inspire me, every one of them. I mean, they're nuts. I have to go and see it. Yeah, I have to see it for myself.
Okay, so Japan.
Yes,
you have to get Neil there, okay? He wants to come really, really bad, so you have to get Neil there. So in order for them to get you there, they have to be able to get in contact with you, right? Hello. So how can they find you and get in contact with you?
So my Instagram is the Dradel. So that's my nickname is Dradel. My mother gave it to me when I was little. But I spell it different. So it's Dradel. It's THE, obviously, and then DRADLE, and that's my Instagram, and then my Twitter is Dradel1687, so that's how you can find me. Email. Oh, email. Actually, on my website is www.thedradel.com.
Got it? The Dradel. Spell it for them one more time, because I know they don't remember.
DRADLE.
Okay, so The Dradel on Instagram, The Dradel on Twitter. No, that's not what it is.
1687.
Dradel1687 on Twitter, and then the website is thedradel.com. Is there anything you want to tell our reviewers that we have not covered?
I love you. And I want to go to Atlanta to you.
Yes, so Atlanta, Kiki and Sakina, ATLA Takeover. If you're watching this, we got to get Neil Schwartz out there. He want to come out there, whether it's to teach or take a class. He just wants to get to Atlanta.
I love the scene there, so I want to.
So what do you love about Atlanta?
It's just so, the energy just feel, I mean, from, videos I've watched or my friends gone, and they always just tell me it's just, it's a blast, and they get always inspired by going, and I want to be a part of it. I want to just embrace it and just go into it. I want to take class there and just have a good time. So.
Okay, so we're going to make that happen. Dance 411, if you're looking at this, we entertain if you're watching this. We got to get Neil Schwartz to Atlanta. And there you have it with choreographer, teacher, artistic director, Neil Schwartz.
So I told you before, I want to understand why you dance, yeah? So you're not literally saying to me, I dance because blah, blah, blah. I am because dot, dot, dot. I am the shit, dot, 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 etc., etc. You have to show me with your body. You understand, yeah? Yes. I don't care if you have everything correct. No one's perfect, so stop trying to be perfect all the time. It's not going to happen, yeah? Okay? Everyone makes mistakes, no one's perfect. Everyone's human, yeah? Yes. Including myself, okay? But if you're afraid to make a mistake, you're not going to grow. We figure things out by our mistakes, yeah? You guys are all adults, you understand that, yeah? Okay? Yeah. Stop being afraid. You move past it. It's going to hold you back. Trust me. No matter how many times you get called out in class. No matter how many times you work. Yeah? No matter if you're the top dancer or you're just starting out. Everyone has fear. The main thing is just to let it go. Yeah? Yeah. Okay? So with that said, enjoy it. This song is the shit. It's the shit. Yeah? It's a really good song, and it's better than most music that's mainstream right now. No shit. Yes? But that's the honest truth. You understand? Yes or no? Yes. Okay? Enjoy it. Have a good time. Dance your heart out. That's all I want to see at the rest of this class. You understand? Yes or no? Yes. And when I say clap, you're going to clap as loud as you can. Do you understand? Okay, great. Here we go. Ready? Clap it up. Here we go.
hope you loved our show today. I know I did. Make sure you log on to mrmdanceshowcase.com for info, updates, and more episodes, or follow us at Ruel Media. I'm your host, Crystal Williams. You can follow me at Crystal Williams. Tune in next week.
You know where it clicks, on Dance Showcase, Dance Showcase, Dance Showcase.